Hello, welcome to my channel. It's good to have you here. My name is Gemma. I am an advanced occultist and a criminologist and a mother. So, in this one, I want to break down some stuff. I don't know how I'm going to go about it. I'm not going to tell you how. You just got to listen. That's how it is. Because that's how my brain works, right? So, we're going to talk about demonic energy. We're going to talk about the Christian church. We're going in. We're going to talk about that because, it needs to be said. There's a lot of things where you'd question certain things, and it's quite interesting. I've got to really got to digress this one for you guys, especially you Satanists out there. Right, so we're going to do this for the Kabbalah, right? Simple. We're going to do it for the Kabbalah because, I can't do it with a Christian because it's been smashed to smithereens, it's been inverted, it's been challenged so many times. You've even got like a Lilith in the doctrine that said it was banned. Let's just say they've made it up and then put it in there. How do you know? How do you know though? How do you know, right? So let's go for Lilith first, because obviously Lilith was the original. She didn't want, them to kill her kids. Wasn't that right? Was that right? I think that was. So that might have been an original. Maybe. But did Adam kick her out? Or were they just fighting together for that same goal? They didn't want them all to kill the kids. So who's Eve? Wrapped with a snake around her? Is that an aspect of an attachment, a demonic energy? Think about it. Right. I think that the church, the Bible, has been messed about with. There we go. I think what was in it a long time ago is not the same as what it was. I think when it was originally created, I think it was based around Mary and having a son called Jesus. Mary having a son called Jesus. Right? Are we understanding that? That is a basis of that religion. It's the face of it. It's on the church. You walk in, you see it. There he is, Mary, Jesus. Do you understand that? So if you've been hurt by these fractions within it, or these hierophants that are going to be priests, if you've been hurt or something bad has happened to you or anything like that, is it the fault of the face of the religion itself, or is it the corruption within the religion? Is it the people that did it, or is it the religion? Is it that little book that they keep changing every now and again? Whose fault is it? I'm getting annoyed. Whose fault is it? So, pretty sure you can answer your own question there. My heart breaks just thinking about it, because we have to understand they're controlling our overarching factors in our lives in a religious underpinning, because the government took it out, didn't it? So obviously we have to realise that the government and the religion were obviously entwined together because there was a culture of it. Okay? So you got to think way, way, way back when the kings and queens all ruled the world. So you got like kings and queens in Nottinghamshire. You'd had kings and queens here. And then you'd had kings and queens in London. You'd had kings and queens in... They were all over, dotted all over. Okay? Where do you think they were sat? Where do you think they... They said castles, didn't they? Well, ours is bust up. Nottinghamshire one bust up. Got took out. That's pretty obvious what happened there, isn't it? So, let's get into this. Back to religion. Understand an aspect of a government overarching factor. Let's incorporate bonfire night. Why do we do that? Guy Fawkes, what did he do? Try to override the government. Why? It was in like 1500s. Why did they try to override the government? What was his reason? Because what was they doing? Okay? Gunpowder, treason and plot. Right? So we have to incorporate all this and really understand an overarching factor that's taking place, and it's not the same as what it was then. Let's go back to Arthurian legends. So it's not the same as what it was then. What is it? An original reason for that Mother Mary to be on there is an honour of his wife. Think about it, the king's wife. Yeah? It's an honour. It's in honour. Why? Because this is our precious, they're the most precious people in this world, because it keeps the people alive. It keeps them mothering. It's mothering, it's a matriarchal energy, it's strong, right? So, to understand mother and son context as a Mary and a Jesus, whoever their names are, because they've probably been changed over time, and then they're trying to make you fight the Jewish doctrine saying that they killed Jesus. Well, that don't make no sense, because where was Jesus? Was he in the Middle East? Are you sure about that? Are we sure? Are we sure? No, we're not. No one's sure. Because no one knows. Because it looks to me like we just made it up as we went along to fit narrative at time. You got to think how much corruption that's taken place as well in these zones. So we have to always keep an open mind when we step into religion, because there is a wound there, right? And there is, because it's changed over time. Okay, it's to fit an agenda at the time. Like, this really big things come out now, like the Jewish people killed Jesus. Well, I don't think they did they? Wasn't that in like Iraq or something, or lower down than that? I don't think that's what it is. Have you seen Israel? It's a very peaceful place. You think that's what they did, is that? Answer your own question. Answer that yourself. It's up to you. So, let's understand this to a Satanist perspective. Just because you were under that reign that's now, not the original one, the one that's now, I repeat, not the original one, the one that's now, if you were under that reign, do you turn away completely? Do you turn away completely? And have no... Do you just turn away from that concept completely? No, it's to be understood. Okay? If you were to like understand and have just bridge that gap in understanding your position to be a Satanism perspective, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I'm just going to give it to you like how you might have needed it in your time where you were in between conversion from Christianity to Satanism, right? I'm going to give it to you like that. So, you know, if you've already decided to convert and you're a Satanist and all that stuff, that's up to you lot, yeah? Your time will come, right? So it's kind of like that, and we all have to go through these lessons and learn, because we're falling down on a tree, right? And this is how it is. So you've got this energy, this is judgment. So this is kind of like the 7 deadly sins concept, right? I did this 10 years ago. I learnt my lessons, right? Understand this. So what you've got to realise is that this is an aspect of demonic energy, right? So, you know, you get people saying, Scarlet Woman, well, you're demonised now. Right? You get people saying it's because you're there in that sphere. That's why you're focusing on it so much, because you're in that sphere. So you get people who say the black magicians are not, they're just sitting in here. Sorry, but it's a Satanism perspective. It's a judgment. See? It's a judgment being called. And it's not about, you know, it's about learning your lessons, right? But you don't like invoke to attack other people. And if you do, you're not doing a self-development process, you're trying to wreck other people's trees. That's the concept. So you're trying to bring this in and destroy other people's trees, right? So you're not doing it in a justifiable means. So what'll happen, you'll fall back down here and you'll end up messing about here. This is why it's inverted. That star there, that's why it's an inversion of a star. This is where they like to be. It's an aspect of judgment. Because you've got to understand as well, and be honest, if you want to think, you're thinking about turning to Satanism, you've got to be honest. You've got to really think about this. Go into an aspect of judgment, you've lost everything, right? Something bad's happened. You can then go into an aspect of judgment, you're falling down. You're not rising to this place of understanding. And it's not, oh, if it happens for a reason and all that. Because that's like a disenergy. That's like I'm going to reach an understanding here of, oh, it happens for a reason and messing about here. right? It's not. There's a reason why everything takes place. There's a reason why things happen. But you're not a black magician. You're not a black magician because you sit here. You're in the red. And I'm not talking about this side. This is a different energy. This is a very different energy. This travel. Okay? Because you can like not reach that and then fall straight back down and go here. This is a black magician stream. This is how I can understand it. Because this is an aspect of understanding. Being a black, dark in nature, it's because you acquired all your knowledge. And it's there, and you understand them. And you put judgment. You're putting yourself down to try and find answers. Right? And you might gain spore like splendor for, treating people like crap. You might, one of these demons might have it in for somebody else. They might work through you to destroy people's lives. Judgment, right? You might gain aspects of small splendor, think you're up here somewhere. You're not. You're just still in here. You're in Darth, and you're messing about here still because you trapped yourself. This is kind of true, right? And what you need to realise is that, because it all interlinks, religion all interlinks back onto itself. Okay, all religion interlinks back onto itself. And originally, it's always set out as a version to prevent evil and promote faith. Right? So it's to promote faith. So when you lack faith, you turn away, right, from religion. When you lacked that much faith, you turned away. You chose to go down into judgment. Okay, you might sit there and say, I'm this person, I'm me, la la la. But you've invoked demons, which are humans, by the way, living here on this earth right now. They're humans. Just clarify that for you poor souls out there who think you're invoking a real spiritual deity from marshland, or you're listening to spirits and you think of an higher power than you, because it's a demonic energy, because for a reason, because they want you to do something for them, to break someone else's tree. And then you can sit there and be all like, hey, look, I've got this because I'm a black magician, and you're not. You're in judgment. And you know how I know? Because if you're in judgment, an aspect of you, okay, here, in these places, to understand, you wouldn't be invoking that. Because you'd be in a higher power position. You'd be in the higher power position, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be there. You wouldn't be that. And that's the reality. So, this is why, over time, things get changed on purpose as well. Okay, and it's to fit narrative at time. Politics, government. So it was a religious, let's go back into this. So Christianity was a religious government doctrine. Why? Well, the castle got smashed out. So the government took over. Somebody took over. Could have been a corporate, for all you know. And then they called it a government, right? So were they always there? Was it always a company aspect? Because they wanted the resources. They wanted the land. So you got to realise, is the government even a government, or is it just a corporate government? You know what I mean? It happened ages ago, like in the 1900s. Do you know what I mean? You getting with it? So, religion, let's go into this. Religion 400 years ago is going to be something completely different to religion now, isn't it? It's going to have changed over time. So for you to reject an original teaching, because we're looking for something, aren't we? It's there. It's in there somewhere, We're looking for it. What is in that Christian religion that I have missed, or what I can hold on to? Instead of destroying it, which would be mother and baby. Mother and baby. So it's a religious underpinning for a reason, because she's the face of it. It's Mary and Jesus. It's that concept, isn't it? Not the cross, where he's on the cross and he's being sacrificed, because that's an underpinning of a government overarching factor under guises of criminal justice. And if you heal people, this is what's going to happen to you. Right. So, under this understanding, this is, I'm going to be the yes man, otherwise I'm going to be sacrificed. I'm going to listen to this overarching factor here, this demonic energy, or else I'm going to be sacrificed. And this is kind of like what we're taught. Oh, through love, yeah, because we love Jesus, we're going to bully these kids or bully these people into making us believe in that. Why? Because obviously it's changed over time, right? It's changed over time. Christian religion isn't what it was. And it probably weren't even called Christian either. It was probably named after a dude called Christian. Right? I'm not even joking. So you got to think, where do you think these, queens and kings sat? Well, they sat in the churches. There weren't no elephants. Because it was a king and a queen. That's how it was. So they sat in that church. They sat in that church. Right? But we weren't even called a church. This is what you have to understand. Is that everything's changed over time. And, you can be a Satanist all you want. And you say you're on that side of the tree or that side of the tree, but it's not true. If you're a man, you should be gravitating more to this side. If you're a woman, you should be gravitating more to this side. If you want to be a woman, yeah, you want to understand that side, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But it's like an energy frequency. And it's like gone to some extremes where in physical realm, people have actually got bridging that gap going, I want to be a man or I want to be a woman. And you're a man. So it's almost like the energy doesn't lie. You're pushing aspects of, whatever you want to push in society, I'm not bothered. It's up to you, like, innit? If you want to be dressing as women, that's up to you. Like, if you want to be dressing as man, that's up to you, innit? I'm allowed to wear trousers, yeah. Pink ones. I don't know. It's just something that I like. I like pink top, I like this stuff. Self-love. That's what it is. So, this can also be an aspect of understanding their Lilith. Oh, Lilith was bad. Where's the backstory coming from that? Because I thought it was just about Mary. So how is the religion doctrine as like pushed in an aspect of Lilith? What's that got to do with it? I don't understand these Bibles. I don't understand these Torahs. I don't understand that. A Torah is your own body. Why am I going to manifest that book in my Torah? Because I'm not. Right? I'm not. Why am I going to manifest that Jesus Christ Christian Bible in me? Because I'm not. I'm not. Because it's not about that. It was never about a massive book that gets changed over time. And it's not. It's about what you believe is about it in yourself. It's about what you believe when you look at it. What does it make? What does it bring to you? Does it bring an aspect of faith or fear? Does it bring an aspect of love? Does it help you build your tree? Does it bring an aspect of fear? You're going to go back down again. Is it telling you lies? You're going to go back down again. Is it giving you an aspect of love? Well, if it's giving you fear, it's not going to give you love, is it? It's going to be straight away. That's the first one that's going to go. I'm not having a go. Alright? I'm not having a go. I'm just being honest. But you can't understand. You got to fix your own tree all by yourself, and you're like, oh, I did it all by myself, didn't have no faith, didn't have nothing. No, neither did I, half the time. Neither did I. It didn't feel right to me. I didn't know why it didn't feel right to me as well, this faith thing. This, all this stuff when I went and sat in the church, it didn't feel right to me. Okay? Because it was in me. It's in me. Faith is in me. That's the point. And you found faith within yourself. And then you start looking. Because say, like, if you lose your faith, you look for it. Like I said in the last one, you're looking for something. You're looking for an aspect of faith again. Because it was lost. Why? Maybe it's because It was a demonic entity, you know? Maybe it was an overarching factor that demonized you. Or maybe it was a person, maybe it was a relationship, maybe it was a situation, maybe it was a memory, maybe it was something, right? It challenged you. Challenged you. So would he call upon? We rise back to love and how we feel and how we love and our emotions. And we rise to that. And we show support, but ask for ourselves. So we go to an aspect of judgment. This is a demonic energy. It can be used in a satanic way. So the Scarlet Woman isn't necessarily a Scarlet Woman. She's under aspects of judgment. All you're doing is you're demonizing her. You call your wife Scarlet Woman, and what are you saying? What are you saying? And then we have to rise her to what? What are you saying? And I've heard people as well, there's a ritual, kill the queen ritual. What are you talking about? Why kill the queen? What are you on about? She's reached Binar. Well, you rise her in a judgment and then you try and kill her, Binar. What are you doing? It's because and then you get black magicians who say this is going on. This is the concept. So you got a Scarlet Woman and then you rise her to a queen concept because this is Binar. And then you kill the queen. That's the concept. You're breaking this tree, and there's men doing it. And this is the underpinning of it. And you know, the reality is that if you're going to push things like that onto women in an occult topic, in a Satanist perspective, you're damaging your own life, your own relationships, and then you're pushing it onto other people. Here. Kill the queen. Why? Can't everybody be there, or is it just one person? Are you jealous that my tree was fixed? That I fixed my own tree? Because I can bring this to you, to help you.